They say never. I say never tell me what to do. A person will never put you in a position above them. That's never a lie, always true. Success never comes without risk, and risk never comes without fear. YouTube is a smoke and mirror, never how it appear. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Icewater 815, and I just wanted to tap in real quick, man, especially with the way things going in the market right now. Like, I got to get this video to y'all, man. Thanks for all the people that showed me support on my tracking video, the new subscribers or whatever, man. I appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get into this one though, man. If you go back into like my videos, I'm sure I did a video about hauling cheap freight. Like, and I'm sure I've used that phrase whatsoever in the past, but I done had some time to think about it. And this is what I came up with, man. You know, y'all gotta follow me on this. I finally realized after, I don't know how many months, how long, whatever the case may be, that, or how many years, ain't no such thing as cheap freight. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Ain't no such thing as cheap freight. So like when I see people like, they like, say no to cheap freight, say no to cheap freight. I'm like, I was on that bandwagon too, man, but follow me on this though. I feel like it ain't no such thing as cheap freight because they require you to have $100,000 in cargo insurance to haul a load. So the freight ain't cheap. What's cheap is the rate that people accept to haul the freight. I'm going to say it again. The freight ain't cheap. You got to insure it for $100,000. What's cheap is the rate that people accept to haul the freight. And I know people are going to be like, well, especially like people that just, everybody can't afford to sit. I get that. Everybody can't afford to sit. But they could humble themselves and go drive somebody else's truck. I mean, you can't be making more than $1,000 to $1,500 a week if you hauling loads for $500 and $600 a load and diesel $5 a gallon. I mean, I might not be the best speller in the world, but I can count. I think that people that's hauling freight right now on the spot market, that is, I'm not talking about contracted freight, because maybe you got some contracted freight that's still paying you rather well during this time. But on the spot market, if you ain't got no recovery load, or you ain't doing nothing for FEMA, or you ain't specialized, you basically paying the broker to haul the load right now. That's what you doing. But I want to get away from, I ain't, people like my last video or whatever, they was like, oh, you just complaining. No, I ain't complaining, bro. I'm just stating the facts. Ain't no such thing as cheap freight. What's cheap is the rate that people are accepting on these loads. And as far as them people who like, well, I gotta run because I got a business. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not mad at you, but I'm not kicking it with you either. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't. We in two toes, like we vibrating on different frequencies, bro. Like we not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll sit my truck for as long as it take till rates come back up. Everybody can't afford to do that, and everybody shouldn't be in trucking either. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the reality of it. So again, man, I'm gonna keep this nice and short. When it comes to cheap freight, man, I want to change the narrative, man. Ain't no such thing as cheap freight. You got to insure it for $100,000. What's cheap is the rate that people are accepting these loads for. And some people might be like, well, what's your solution to this or whatever? It ain't gonna never. We as carriers are not going to be able to change the narrative on the freight rates because we will not unite and come together. So we ain't even gonna go down that rabbit hole of how to get it to change. But what I want y'all to do though, I want y'all to stop blaming the brokers too. If y'all could do that for me, man. I don't want to hear the brokers getting greedy or they keeping more money. Nah, bro. If you accept the rate, you accept the rate. Live with it. Just be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here pulling this garbage. I'm getting these garbage rates and I'm gonna keep pulling. Own it. That's all I'm saying. Own it. Don't complain about it. Don't make videos about it. Don't say something gotta change. Own it. If you dragging it for dirt cheap, say you dragging it for dirt cheap, bro. It is what it is, man. Everybody operation different, but I'm not, though. You know what I'm saying? And stay away from me if you are. And how you gonna know? I'm not gonna know, but when I see trucks moving right now, you pretty much can tell. You can look at the truck and tell who hauling the cheap rates. The cheap rates. No more cheap freight. Hey, this is why it's why the A15, man. Hey, it don't matter what type of truck you drive, as long as it'll deliver a load. But you ain't gonna make no money in trucking if you can't keep that left door closed. Hey, I'll see you next video, YouTube. Y'all be safe.
Been through a lot of pain in my life, and I pray the Lord take it all away.